about a month ago, I had to get some car repairs done and some new tires. So I had to break into my emergency fund. And at this time, I'm still building up to a 3 to 6 months supply of money. So it never really felt, at first I was debating, like, why don't I just like swipe a credit card and pay it off in monthly payments with my job. I have an income, I can do that. And I did that with a vacation last year. And I decided, no, I'm not going to do that with this car repair. It was over $1,000. So I figured, you know what? No, I don't want to have that on my back. I paid it in cash. And it was all said and done. And after doing it, I felt actually pretty good. I wasn't angry that I had to pay that money. I was very happy that I had the money to pay that right then and there and have it settled, instead of swiping a credit card and having the temptation to, not pay it off all in one go. Which is something I did before. But this time, I felt good about paying it off with cash. You feel kind of powerful doing that. There's a little bit of a power behind that. And it actually felt good. You have control. You're not worried about it anymore. The problem is gone. And you're not worried about the money. You're not worried about the repair. It's done. And that's control. That's power to some degree. And that's what convinced me is to, even though you might not want to dip in your emergency savings, and you think because we all want to see the number go up. We want to see our money grow. But taking away that temptation and going with a full cash payment, that's how it's supposed to be. I'm debt free and building up an emergency savings. And that's the journey I'm on. And emergencies are going to come. That's inevitable. Being ready for them, that's a good feeling. It sucks when emergencies happen, but being able to handle it financially, that's a great peace of mind that money buys. Money doesn't buy happiness. The love of money is the root of all evil. But just having that utility, that tool there to just put a buffer in life so you can worry about the bigger things in life, that's important. So I think having an emergency fund is fundamental when it comes to financial independence. And the thing is, I, for some reason, and many others, we may have a lot of investments, but a lot of us don't have an emergency fund. We don't have cash on the side that's not meant for growing. It's just meant to be there just in case something terrible happens and you need to handle it. And it's coming to use. And having a fully funded emergency fund 3 to 6 months, that's practical. I actually think that is absolutely fundamental. Whatever that number is for you, to have that cushion in life, I don't know what it is, but have it. That figure it out and get that. Work your way up to it, and it kind of sucks. It feels like you can put more energy into investing, and the thing is, if everything you save is invested, and you don't have any cash on the side, I used to think that was the way to go, but then I've learned it's not the way to go. If the market turns on you and you need to sell, at a loss because an emergency came up, it's not a good feeling. You really feel stupid now. You hear some of these people saying, you should be 100% invested, diversified. If you're diversified, you'll be fine. And it's like, well, it doesn't necessarily work like that. depends where you are, it depends what the market is. So yeah, it feels like you're missing out, but I know by experience, not having that cushion, that financial cushion, that emergency fund there in life, it makes a huge difference. It gives you more buffer. It gives you more margin, more freedom. That's the whole point. Less to think about financially and more to think about what to do what to do in your life. Spend more time with the people you love, your friends, your family, your community. So emergency fund, I think, is absolutely crucial. I didn't think that way before, but I definitely think that way now, and I'm trying to get a fully funded emergency fund. I'm on my journey there. I think I'll get to my goal maybe by the end of this year, if not certainly next year, barring all things go well with no emergencies. But anyway, that's really my simple message. I know it's nothing unique. You hear this a lot in financial circles or financial YouTube, but I just want to, put another testimony towards it. It's very important, and it's all about having that peace of mind that the whole big section of your life financially you don't have to worry about. So that's it. Simple message. Have a good one. God bless.